One-foot-flipper.
What's going on, resellers? Paige here, the 1 foot flipper. How's it going? Mine's going all right. So, as you saw, I'm sure you've seen in your feed, the post office is increasing rates again. And this, of course, creates yet another entire round of panic videos from and for resellers who operate with either no overarching plan, or they just skibbity-doo guess everything, or they're using free shipping on heavy items, or flat shipping on heavy items. You know, things that weigh more than a pound, where the shipping cost can vary 300% by location. Who could have ever foreseen something like the price of shipping going up? And then the price of every single item in your store now being wrong because you're using free shipping or guessing at fixed shipping. I mean, that certainly doesn't happen every 6 months now, does it? Now, for you and I, who likely use calculated shipping for items over a pound and a fixed price for light items, this is a non-issue. The calculated items are going to take care of themselves. And it's going to take you a few seconds to update your fixed price shipping rules, and bam, you're done. No panic, nothing to worry about. Now, if you weren't operating with a comprehensive shipping plan, then, hey, I'm sorry. I've been warning you for a year and a half now. You've got a lot of work to do. Or you could just not do it, I guess. You know, it could be the time to switch over to calculated shipping and stop lighting your time and money on fire. Just a thought. Now, as far as the actual prices increases, that affects everybody across the board, so it doesn't matter. The largest negative effect of incremental shipping rate increases is the fact that the free shippers and the fixed shippers either have to re-examine all their prices or leave a larger amount of money on the table with each sale, and this even negatively affects the people with calculated shipping to some point, because the people who don't fix their shipping now become just a little bit cheaper overall, and some of them will even be shipping things out at a loss, but that can rank them above those of you who are using calculated shipping. All right, I'm assuming all the free shippers and fixed shippers have unsubscribed, disliked, and stopped watching by now, so let's pivot a little bit to talk about a subject that everybody loves: Beanie Babies. I had an entire full-length video on Beanie Babies, but it got pulled both on Facebook and on YouTube, and I got naughty notices on both platforms, because apparently my section on debunking rumors about the high-dollar beanie sales just had too many trigger words in it. But I figured I could at least salvage part of the script, and I'm completely refilming it for safety. I don't need YouTube to decide this video is that old video. So many people, they come to me and they say, Paige, are there any actual valuable Beanie Babies? And in my researching, I found three of them that seem to have consistent, reliable sales history over $100, not just random huge sale prices, while unsold ones sit for $5. And the first one here is the Chef Robuchon Beanie Baby. There were only 200 of these made, and they were made in 2006, after the beanie craze was actually over. There's currently one of these on eBay for $35,000, but there's only one verified sale of these things in the last 3 years, and that was for $2,000. These were handed out at the opening of a world-class restaurant in New York City back in 2006. And I'm sure a lot of them went to people of an income level and a class to just not care about an item like this. I bet most of them were tossed in the trash or given to children who played with them and destroyed them, and they probably eventually ended up in the trash. So there's very few of these in existence. There are far fewer of these in existence than any error thing or first generation or anything like that. This is the rarest. This is the rarest one. Your number two is the number one bear. There were only 253 of these ever made. They were signed by Ty Warner and handed out to Thai representatives in December of 1998. These would have had a much higher survivability rate, since all of them, for the most part, went to people who know what they got. So I'm assuming most of these survived. Very few of them were probably ever tossed in the trash. However, there's no eBay sales history on these in the last 3 years, but I'm assuming that they've got some actual value compared to the sales history of the ones of similar rarity that are out there. And your third one is your Billionaire Bear, also signed by Ty Warner, also handed out to reps. 650 of these were made, and it sells for $400 to $1,000 with a 1-year sell-through rate. These do seem to be continually available, unlike the number one bear. I'm assuming that the unavailability of the number one bear is likely based on the fact that there are probably 200 high-end beanie collectors in the entire country, and they have just sniped up all the number one bears. Thus they never come up. Well, there's not enough high-end beanie collectors to actually buy out all of the Billionaire Bears. Now, the same sources I pulled these three names from also claim that entire classes of Beanie Babies were worth hundreds or even thousands each, first generation hang tag, second generation, original 9, but I couldn't find any sales data to back any of that up. And the source articles I got the three of these from vastly overvalued every single Beanie Baby they mentioned in the article compared to eBay solds. And this article, and I only looked at articles published within the last year. Here's the thing. The entire surviving Beanie Baby community is desperately trying to inflate the value of these things. Although they have changed focus to only talk about certain bears now, or classes of them, and whatever else, to not acting like every single bear is worth a bunch of money, but they're trying to inflate the value of the ones that you used to sell for money. But the fact is, there's just no chance the future is going to care about these things. Even the rarest of the rare. Even prototype Ty beanies that never got produced, they haven't tended to sell for that much money when they went to market. Usually only selling for a few $100s. So there's no way a production one is going to be pulling 5-digit numbers. It's not going to happen. So, Paige, what should I do with my Beanie Babies? I have 5,000 of them. Well, if you see them someplace, leave them there. The time spent to find one of the few valuable ones, you'd probably find $100,000 in other merchandise in that same amount of time. If you get stuck with them in a bulk buy, stuff as many of them as you can fit into a box. List that on eBay for $1 per animal and mark it down regularly until it sells. Block anyone who asks a question about them, as you will get people wanting you to check that bulk lot for tag variations and stupidity like that, and that's not who you want to sell this to. You want to sell to somebody who will take zero of your time, give you the money, and get the garbage out of your house. All right, let's do some sales. I sold this basketball-shaped CD binder with 13 Classic Rock CDs in it, $9.40. Sold this Hova lens filter multivision, $5.82. I did get this from a consignor, but it is bulk, so it will only put almost nothing on their spreadsheet. Things $6 or less are bulk because I can find things on my own that sell for $6 all day long. I don't need help with them. And when I do get things from consigners, I try to have as little bulk happen as possible. I try to lot things up to avoid bulk, but sometimes it still happens. I'll put it on the screen because they're upstairs. So the Pokemon Evolving Skies poster, I am able to send these standard envelope. I just fold them up and put them in the envelope. $4.84. I do have quite a few of those. A vintage Dick Weber Wristmaster bowling glove with a brace there, $10.03. I noticed the person who buys this has props in their name. I hope this is going to be in a movie. Now I got to look for bowling movies for the next year. Sold a Warhammer Space Marine missing an arm, $14.11. This is a very early one. I sold 12 personalized but blank Joyous Noel snowman ornaments. Actually, I sold 11. Whenever anybody buys a huge quantity, I always toss an extra blank one in if they're going to be, just to be nice, especially if they're going to be personalized on their own in case they mess one up, or in case they forget they had another grandchild, so they can, make one real quick. Just to be nice. Sold 120 Ultra Pro Rick's Matty card sleeves, $4.73, and 140 Chandra card sleeves, $4.84. Same customer. All right, where'd it go? Oh no, missing item alert. Deep, 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 deep. Where are you, missing item? Deep, deep, deep. All right, this is one of those items J-Ride's, nothing J-Ride talks about, where there's 49 sold, 2 available. This sold in less than 48 hours. It's an Actuate wireless heart monitor that's specifically designed to connect to older pieces of workout equipment. Stuff from the 90s, the 2000s, and so on. This sold for $18.99. I did also place mine lowest, though. I only placed it lowest by like 50 cents. All right. My sales are basically in the toilet, and every day is a brand new all-time low 90 days. Sorry, all-time low 31 days. Yep, I just fell below 4,000 last 31 days. That's sitting on an all-time low there. I've got my other account too, but I don't count my other account. That only clears a few $100s a month after expenses. All right, let's hope things turn around soon. Hey, if you've made it this far, you probably tolerate this sort of content. So could you hit that subscribe button? I'm mostly in it for the subs at this point, and they've really been lagging behind lately. In fact, I'm kind of at a 3-year low on eBay sales right now and a 1-year low on YouTube views. I know there's a summer slowdown, and mine is not just summer slowdown, but you know, I have had a solid year plus of mostly listing bad death pile and having a lack of storage space, and some of that lack of storage space is due to store rot. I've just got a lot of items that have been there for a really long time that aren't moving even with my markdown schedule that I just need to get rid of. However, I do continue to edge closer and closer to my ideal working situation that I want. I finally figured out that I want to do all my listing upstairs in this room I'm currently in, and I want this person to stop texting me. And I want to do all my shipping down in the basement. And I don't want merchandise overflowing into the bar / filming. Every once in a while I film at the bar in our man cave area. I want that area to be clear and clean, to be used for both filming and for other things. I don't want merchandise in there sitting on the bar or on the shelves in there. Hey, Julie's here. Say hi to everybody, Julie.
Hi.
All right, Julie was outside scootering. So the next step is that I need to start pulling out, tossing, donating, or lotting items together to take up any actual space that have crept under $3 in price. You know, if it's just a miniature that's in a bin full of miniatures and it's got $3 on it, I don't care. This isn't taking up real space. But, you know, something the size of this ketchup bottle, it's got $2 or $3 on it, that's taking up real space. Need to get rid of that. Not that I'm selling ketchup bottles, it was just the closest thing nearby, and a few of my viewers do like to point out whenever ketchup makes it into the video. So, that's for you. And you know what, I haven't actually comprehensively weeded out items since I started my current setup, so it's overtime for that. And then finally, to get my sales back up, I really need to start seeking out collections again. I started out specializing in buying entire collections because I couldn't really walk. And I made so much more money when I was doing that than I have been garage sale picking or picking items, you know, one at a time from the bins or thrift stores. All right, I think that's all I've got for today. If you know anybody who makes comprehensive bad decisions, why don't you tell them about this channel? Thanks. Hope to see you again soon. Kevin tried out for the Sox. Cut on his third strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. Blue Ridge Mama ships stickers all day. When she cries in the night, Kevin whispers, "Baby, it's okay." eBay. She says we've got to hold on to what we've got. Doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got 2 new sheds, and that's a lot for cash. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, selling Tupperware, shipping in a man, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, selling Tupperware. Whoa, 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 whoa.
See, that's One Foot Flipper's nonsense video.